I want to start out by thanking all of you who came to share in our Simcha this past week. It was really wonderful seeing you, and Bracha and I only look forward to sharing happy times together in the future. I want to share with you a very beautiful lesson. This is a very exciting week. We're starting a new book in the Torah, the book of Shemos. Moshe Rabbeinu performs an act of kindness for a total stranger who later becomes his wife, Tzipporah, and her sisters. What's the act of kindness? So they're by a well and they're being mistreated by shepherds. Moshe Rabbeinu comes and sees what's going on. He drives the shepherds away and allowing the Tzipporah and her sisters to take water from the well. Later, at the very end of the Torah portion, Moshe Rabbeinu finds his life in danger. He's being punished by God for not performing a circumcision on his son, Eliezer. And who comes and saves him? None other than Tzipporah herself. Tzipporah, now his wife, takes the baby Eliezer and performs the circumcision herself. And Moshe Rabbeinu is saved. Notes the Chafetz Chaim, Rabbi Yisrael Meir HaKohen Kagan, famous saintly leader of the Jewish people in the early 1900s. He notes that the Torah is teaching a very powerful and beautiful lesson. That whenever we do a kindness for another human being, it will be repaid. It might be tomorrow. It might be the next day. It might be in 2 weeks. Maybe a month. Maybe a few years. But eventually it will come full circle. We will be repaid for that act of kindness. And whenever we're faced with a challenge and we don't really want to perform an act of kindness, we're not in the mood, let us remember this lesson, the lesson of Tzipporah and Moshe. And obviously, but if we're not feeling it at the moment, remind ourselves of this lesson and do it for pragmatic reasons. Remind ourselves that we'll be repaid. The recipient will be kinder to us. We'll be repaid for our act of kindness. There's a beautiful story about the Stipler Rebbe, Rabbi Yisrael Yaakov Kanievsky, who was the leader of the Jewish people in Israel in the mid-1900s, I'm sorry. And the story goes that when he was a yeshiva student back in Europe, so he wanted a certain sefer, a certain Jewish work called the Imrei Moshe, but he didn't have a lot of money. What did he do? He sent a letter to the author of the Imrei Moshe, explaining his plight, asking if the author could sell him a copy at a discounted price. The author receives the letter, and the Imrei Moshe is so touched that he sends a free copy of the book to the Stipler Rebbe. Fast forward many years later, the Stipler Rebbe is a famous, world-renowned sage, and the students of the Imrei Moshe arrive in Israel, and they want to reprint a copy. They want to reprint and sell the Imrei Moshe to the Jewish people to make it available, and they can't find any copy, but they find one copy that remains. Where is that one copy? It's in the house of the Stipler Rebbe. Again, illustrating this point. Whenever we do an act of kindness, we will be repaid. It will come full circle. Have a wonderful Shabbos.
One flame together.